Economist Valmiki Arjun says Trinidad and Tobago's international rating could possibly see a downgrade in the near future. He says this is because of a lack of measures in place to deal with the current economic situation. Mr. Arjun's comments came in light of a Standards and Poor's downgrade of Barbados from B to CCC. He spoke today with C News. Rishi Harinanan has this report.
Standard & Poor's said increased reliance on the central bank financing of the still high government deficit and the fall in international reserves reflect heightened challenges for the sustainability of the peg to the US dollar and underpin expected weaker growth prospects in Barbados. As a result, the rating agency said it was lowering the long-term foreign and local currency sovereign credit ratings on Barbados to CCC plus from B-. It also lowered the short-term foreign and local currency sovereign credit ratings to C from B. Economist Valmiki Arjun said these reasons are applicable to this country as well, and he said we are not putting measures in place to boost revenue while expenditure remains high.
What is happening here is that you find that one of your CARICOM neighbors has been downgraded. It's an eye-opener. It will definitely raise some eyebrows within the Caribbean community especially, and it definitely ought to for us, especially since we've had a series of downgrades in recent years. And it is very much possible, given our economic circumstances at this point in time, and the worsening economic circumstances, that there could be a future downgrade happening.
He said this country has a habit of acquiring debt when we need to finance any state-level expenditure, but the country is not being told what aspects of recurrent expenditure the money is being spent on.
There are several capital projects that we could very well be embarking on to help to diversify the economy and to help with engendering more revenues in the future. Because if your borrowing is one thing, and that's fine, there's nothing wrong with borrowing, at least to some extent. Of course, you don't want to go over and beyond a particular threshold, but that begs the question, if you're borrowing at this stage has to be used for enhancing productive avenues within the economy, revenue-generating avenues.
He explained that there are 45 state-owned companies and when there is some form of liability, the government has to bail them out. But this isn't helping the country's economy.
There's at least some partial divestment and privatization of some of these entities, which is going to foster better operations of these state-owned, some of these state-owned enterprises. It's going to allow for a more efficient use of their resources and better cost effectiveness, because I think the time is right now for the government to start moving away from directing resources and directing and controlling resources, and instead adopt a new role as a facilitator and as a regulator of private initiatives, of private enterprise and private innovation.
He said Trinidad and Tobago is also too relaxed in earning foreign exchange and that must be looked at. He reiterated the need to stop looking at the energy sector. Rishi Harinanan, C News.